As I type out this message about my first taste of Mexican food, gaps in my memory prevent me from speaking loud and clearly about the whole ordeal, because these gaps in my memory represent the ruins of my personal consciousness, until it's nothing more than decay from the unachievable past of lost and forgotten memories, since lost and forgotten memories seem to escape on a mental block that is too difficult to maneuver. Maneuvering a block in my mind like this is so startling and yet forgetful in terms with the lost and found conditions surrounding my mind's means of thinking. For the human mind involves means to thinking, means to feeling, means to sensing, means to eating, means to tasting, even if I try remembering something else besides my mind, such as food. But that's the long departure of my mind so far. With my human mind, I try to reach out to the very items that have gone away for good, permanently, without the chance to bring these items back into full view for me and the public to see. Moreover, the public will probably never believe in my childhood stories, because my childhood is private. My childhood is private. It's a very personal and human trait of my existence for past conditions, past terms, and past contacts for agreements or disagreements. I do know that I was eating large burritos and drinking Diet Cola as a young kid, growing up as a child and visiting restaurants as a young brat. Indeed, I remember sobbing at times when the beauty of any visit was escaping from the folds of variable characteristics overflowing to table behavior, as if the imaginary potluck of Happy Meal toys was falling away from my better restaurant experiences in Mexican restaurants. McDonald's was never the best restaurant for me in my childhood growing up. The Mexican restaurants I visited while growing up as a romantic child were the real placemats for satisfaction relating to my youth, for the upper cause to my surreal restaurant eating experiences. In particular, I was growing up more like an adult from visiting Mexican restaurants instead. Visiting adult restaurants helped me reach adulthood better in my moods and humors of each and every particular visit to a Mexican restaurant. And visiting Chinese restaurants was still in the shadows of my later past concerning the maturity process from beginning to end, to hanker over claims of fortune as I found them, or to please with notions as I recalled the onslaught of necessary restaurant manners. Right now, I am not able to tell my audience how many times I did visit a mature adult restaurant for my figure growing up, but eventually my stomach did get bigger and my appetite became more paramount to the success of my general Mexican restaurant visits for rice and beans, chicken and steak, burritos and chips and salsa. The Mexican food was terrific as I was eating while growing up into an adult, and the Mexican restaurants proved that a real happy meal is in the mind and not on the plate.